Hello, boys and girls. I am Canon photographer RandallMRueff. Today is December the 2nd. That's right, December 2. Which means only 16 days till Star Wars is due. Woohoo! Can't wait for the Force again to be with me. Anyway, I'm so excited. I really am. Okay. Point of this video is every year, Christmas time, I make the same exact video. Every year. Well, nothing. It wouldn't be exactly the same. I'm saying different things right now, here, right now. But anyway, the general idea of the video is the exact same thing. It's changed a little bit over the last year for obvious reasons. But it is my photography and video wish list. If I had money to blow, which I don't, if I could have everything in the world of photo that I want, these are some of the things I would want. So, let us begin. Alright, now, one of the things I really want, is this 28 to 300mm lens. I'll get to that in a minute. But, one of the things you can add to the end of that lens, to protect the end of it, it acts like a lens hood. It's plastic and you can fold in and out, is this, it's called a Sensei 77mm 3-in-1 collapsible rubber lens hood for 28mm HR LHR-TZZ. It's for the LHR- but it will work with anything with a 77mm screw-on filter. So $10, not very much, but I can screw this onto the end of the lens. I should be able to screw it on the lens and just use it as a hood. Okay. So next up is the 150-600. I'm gonna be honest here. I don't know if I want the Tamron or the Vivitar. There are several companies that make this 150-600. I don't really know if this is the one I want, but it's one of the ones I want. The Canon makes the sport one from, I think it's Tamron makes a sport version too. I think it's the sport version. It's like $2,000. That's really the one I'd like to have. That goes from 150-600 because basically it's heavier, it's better built than this one. This is the cheaper one. Basically, they have two models. One's called just the regular, and the one that's called the Sport. The Sport's about $2,000. It's twice as much, basically. And the difference is it's a better build quality. It's made out of metal instead of plastic. The glass elements are better. It's better weather resistance, weather sealed. Just a whole lot. I mean, it's just basically better build quality and better glass and better construction. So I'd rather have that, but this is the $1,069 cheaper version. Now, the one I don't expect to ever get. Now, let's be realistic. Unless I win millions and millions of dollars in the lottery, I don't ever expect to ever see this in person, not to mention own one. And that is the Cineservo 50 to 1000mm f5 or t5.0 to 8.9 for $70,000. First of all, 50 to 1000mm, that is an incredible focal length. Plus, it has a built-in 1.5 teleconverter, which takes it to 1,500mm, which is insane. But it costs $70,000, over $70,000 now. So again, don't expect to get this. Would it be nice? Yeah, sure, I'd love to get it, but don't expect it. Here's another room. I'm sorry, my nose is running. I'm going to blow my nose. The next thing up is, there's a paper towel. There's a Kleenex, is iLife 11. I need to get this. It's $40 basically, plus shipping. And I got some projects I want to put on DVD. Oh man, my sinuses the last couple of days have been horrible. Been really giving me a lot of trouble. Anyway, so It's a little bit better. Anyway, I had the iLife version that did DVD, iDVD for PowerPC, but when I got a new Mac with that no longer had went from PowerPC to Intel, it no longer worked. So I need to get a version that works. And this is one of those things I really need to get for some other things as well. But the iDVD is the main thing I need in there. Batteries, battery chargers, you can always use that. I've got some now, but I definitely need some more, both for home and for my photography to take with me. USB 3.0. I've got a card reader now, but this is USB 3.0. It's faster, a lot faster. A little more expensive than the card reader I have now, but I think it is too. It does SB or SD and CF cards. I can't tell, but it definitely. Let's see. Let's click on that. Let's see if that does. Let's see if that does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, SD and SD, SDHC, UH1. VHS1, I'm not sure what that means. SDXM. That may not even do XD cards. It does SD. I may have to get one. I may have to update that one. That one may not be the one I want. Anyway. Next up, if I get the camera of my dreams, right now this is one of the top Lexar cards. 1060 times at 256 megabytes, or excuse me, gigabytes. That's a slow. 256 gigabytes at 1066 times. My nose is still bothering me. 256 gigabytes, compact UDMA7, which means at 1000 times you can do 4K video. This is faster than that, so at least 2 of those would be awesome. This camera bag is really cool. Based on everything I've seen so far, I've got a low pro right now. But Tamrac makes some good bags. I've had a Tamrac bag before. In fact, my camera before that, I believe, was Tamrac. When I had my what was it? My CD, Mavica CD 1000, I think it was, or 2000. There was a Mavica CD. I believe it was a Tamrac, if I remember correctly. Anyway, lots of space, lots of storage room. Look at that, boom! I mean, that's beautiful. Plenty of lenses, more than one camera. You know, there's a whole bunch of room. Plus, it's protected. A lot of cool stuff. So, a great bag. I like this format. I don't like the backpacks format and for camera gear. And I don't like the shoulder bags. I mean, as far as just, you know, it looks like a woman's purse. Cause this is the kind of bag I like. It's got it looks like a camera bag. It's this style that I like. I don't like the ones that look like they're something like this, but look like a woman's purse. And I don't really like the ones with wheels on it where you roll them, or the backpacks. This is my style of bag that I like. Just personal preference. But as far as that goes, within my personal preference, this is the one I'm looking at. Again, I've had a low pro. I've got a low pro right now that's really good. Tamrock. There's a lot of companies that make some really cool ones, but this is one of them I'm looking at right now. Excuse me. I'm telling you, my sinuses are just. Okay, next up, of course, the Speedlight 600 EXRT, $500, not cheap. I've got a 580EX right now that works pretty good. Is a Speedlight 600 EXRT or something I really need? No, not really. Because I've got a 580EX. Would I prefer to have the 600? Yeah, sure, of course. Do I need it? No, not really. Would it be better if I had it? Yeah, sure. But it's not something I have to have. I would really like to have. Um, I'm sure the main advantages to getting a new one or getting a better one would be. I'm sure since I'm holding the Canon Speedlight 580EX as compared to this new 600 EXRT, I'm sure they have improved the recycle time of the flash. So in other words, it takes less power to fire off the flash more times, which is always good. Which means your batteries will not only last longer, but you can do more flashes without stopping in a row consistently, which is good. It's also got radio transmission, which I don't really use or need, but we need to have. So if you're using more than one flash, I don't use more than one flash, so that doesn't really matter. The main thing is I would like to have the newest equipment, and I would like to have knowing that this would be the fastest. It probably weighs less, which is always nice. I don't know that for sure, but it looks like it might weigh a little bit less. I'm sure the wiring is better, the chips are fat, all the stuff's faster and better. So would I like to have it? Yeah. Is it necessary? No, absolutely. No, of course not. But it would be nice to have. Next up is, of course, if I can get a 1DX or 1DC or 1DX Mark II when it comes out. An extra battery charger. Ideally, I like to have more than one camera. With new cameras, that's the dream. Obviously, not a reality right now. But if I do, I'd like to have two battery chargers. One to have at home, and one to put in my camera bag when I go places. So I would want an extra battery charger. And the ideal configuration would be two. If I was putting one in my camera bag, I'd have two batteries in the charger and one in the camera. At least. Maybe a fourth one just to make sure. But definitely three. Which comes to my next thing is the battery. These batteries aren't cheap. They're like $165 currently. So I'm going to need several of those. If I could get what I really wanted. GP-1 sensor. Obviously, the 1DX and the 1DC have the capability of plugging the sensor into the side of the camera and using the GPS data and adding it to the XF data to your photos and video. I don't know why that's not built in. Well, actually I do. The story Canon has given people is the fact that because the build quality of the cameras of the 1DX and the 1DC are so good and it's so thick that if they put the sensor inside the camera, the body was so thick the signal wouldn't go through. So hopefully they'll figure that out by the time the 1DX Mark II or the 1DC Mark II or S or whatever the sequels are to the 1DX and the 1DC. Hopefully they'll figure out a way to have GPS internal. A lot of other cameras have it internal, and it's not even a big deal. So I'm sure with all the geniuses at Canon, they can come up with a way, if they really put their minds to it, there should be a way that they can put this thing internally and not have to have this little... I mean, it's a neat looking little thing, but if you didn't have to have it sticking out the side of the camera, it'd be a lot better. Okay, obviously the next two things are the lens and the lens filter. The 28-300 lens I talked about a little bit earlier. And a lens filter to go on the camera. I'm pretty sure this little hoodie thing can screw into that. And just be like a lens hood for that. It's the right size, so it should fit just perfectly. Now, let's talk about cameras. The price of this has gone down. 1DX, the 1DC. In fact, I see that. Yeah, I see $8,000. This is my dream. Right now, this is my dream camera. 18 megapixels, 4K, low light, high speed, high ISO, low ISO. 2 Digit 5 plus a Digit 4 processor. Now, obviously, the 1DX Mark II is probably going to be coming out pretty soon. And I'm sure not long after that, the 1DC replacement will probably be as well. Maybe there's rumors that they're not going to replace the 1DC. It's just going to be the 1DX Mark II for both the cinema and photos. So, is that true or not? I don't know. The rumors are though they're not going to replace the 1DC. They're just going to kind of combine the 1DX Mark, the 1DX Mark II is going to be a combination of the 1DC and the 1DX put together. They're going to update it. And instead of having two cameras, I'll have just one camera. And basically, the only difference between the 1DX and the 1DC is the fact that the 1DC can do 4K video. That's really the only difference. For all intents and purposes, that's the only difference. The 1DC can do 4K video, and the 1DX can only go up to 1080p, which isn't bad. Would I rather have the 1DC? Yes, because it can do 4K. I want to do 4K videos. I want to do the best of the best. That means being able to do 4K video. The 1DX is awesome. It's great. It's a lot cheap. It's several $1,000s cheaper because it doesn't do 4K. But let me tell you this thing. I mean, I just like looking at it. I'm telling you, this thing's beautiful. I mean, I just look at this thing. I mean, it's so beautiful. It really is. I just want to look at it all day, especially that picture right there. Look at this 360 view. Ooh. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Let's see if we can make it bigger. Yeah, we can. Cool. Let's see if we can. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that. Look. Oh my gosh, that is so freaking cool. See that reflection on the. Can you imagine shooting at 8,000th of a second? My camera right now does, I think, 4,000. What I'm saying. A high ISO of 51,200. My camera right now does 1,600 high shot. This does one shot, does high, super high, and it's even got a 14 frames per second. It does one shot, it has a 6 shots per second, a 12 shots per second, and a 14 shots per second with the mirror locked up. It's a beautiful, beautiful camera. Look at that. That's a cool graphic. I like that. A little white spot there on the corner there, but overall, that looks amazing. I mean, it's just, wow. It's just a beautiful camera, people. Obviously, if the 1DX Mark II comes out, it will have processors and chips capabilities that go beyond that, which is current. But who knows when that's going to come out? I would have thought if they were going to announce it, they would have announced it by now for this year. It'll probably be the beginning of next year when they announce it. It'll be like June or July, probably before the Olympics sometime when they release it to the Olympic photographers, and then the rest of us can get it. At least the rest of us that can afford it can get it, which right now currently is not me. But that is my list. There are some other things I would like to have, but that's the main thing. And again, this is my photography video list. Let's see. Let me share it. There it is. I'll put this link in the description to the video on YouTube. I may even use it as the title. I don't know if it'll let me do that or not. But anyway, there is my Christmas wish list. It's my photography and video wishes for every season. And right now, it's my Christmas wish list. I do it every year items change. In fact, there's one item. Oh, hold on. Let me. Oh, I almost forgot something. B&H. There is one more. There is one more thing. Hold on. 200 to 400 meter. This is a new lens that came out. It's been out for a while. Let's see. Wishes. Add to wish list. Yes. Let me tell you, this is an awesome sports and wildlife lens. I would love to have this be able to do sports. Having a 2 to 400 plus the built-in 1.5 teleconverter, which is like I believe takes up to 560 millimeter. Not quite as good as the 150 to 600 millimeter sports from Tamron, but this is a lot better. Oh my gosh, this would be so much sharper and faster and better than the Tamron and those other 150 to 600 lenses. As far as sharpness, speed, definitely build quality, glass quality. I mean, this is top of the line, baby. This is 200 to 400 plus a 1.4 teleconverter, fixed focal length of 4 L, which means 4 light glass, image stabilized, ultrasonic motor. Again, built-in 1.4 times teleconverter. I don't know why they don't just put a 2 times teleconverter in there. It makes the math a whole lot simpler. I don't know why they don't just put a 2 times teleconverter instead of the 1.4 or 1.5. I don't get it. But anyway, that's what they do. Having said that, it's a beautiful lens. I would love to have it. I just added it to my list. It is amazingly beautiful. I mean, amazing. Look at this. Let's see if we can get the. I mean, oh, wow. That just popped, baby. Let's go to 360 view. Well, taking a second to do it here. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, I'm just, wow. Now, obviously, this is a computer generation of it, but still, nonetheless, look at that. What if. Wow. Anyway. There you have it. No image available. Well, there should be. Well, anyway, it's not important. I'll leave it up for now. Anyway, there it is. RandallMRueff photography video wishes for Christmas 2015 AD. Guys, I'm not expecting anybody to give me anything. It would be nice and wonderful if you got one or something, or a small part of this, or a big part of this. I would be happy with anything. I'm not expecting anything, but it doesn't hurt to ask. And as of currently, YouTube space is free, so I'm making the video. So until next time, I'm Canon photographer RandallMRueff saying, no matter what kind of camera or gear you have, be thankful you have what you have, and you can do what you can do. And it doesn't hurt to dream and wish you had it better. There's nothing wrong with that. At least I don't think so. So until next time, I'm Canon photographer RandallMRueff saying thanks for watching. Have a good day. May God bless you. Have a happy, safe, and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. God bless. Keep things with pictures.